Ayo, welcome back to my channel. I am SHEBANGG BEATZ. Thank you for stopping by, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you go ahead and do all of that stuff every YouTuber tell you to do. Like, subscribe, comment. Make sure you follow all of my social medias. They will be on the screen and in the description below. So make sure you do that because we're growing and glowing together. So today I'm just going to be walking you all through how I made this melodic loop. Came out cool, if I must say so myself, but that's only if you ask me. I'm going to ask you all. So make sure you all stick around to the end of this video. I'm going to walk you through the whole beat. It does have drums and everything, but the main focus on here is beautiful melody, hard drums. Let's get into it. Stay hydrated, folks. Gonna drink our gallon today. All right, so we're in Logic. We got our screen record going. Let's get into it. Let me go to the hook part. Okay. Whoa. Okay. So we're gonna get into the first instrument. The first instrument we have is from a plugin called Surge, which is a free plugin actually. And the sound is detuned vibes. And this is how it sounds. That's pretty much the pattern. On there, I got some EQ'd out some bottom end, EQ'd out some high end. Really just kept them mids. And then I threw on some Finisher Micro. I love this plugin, and it's free. I really love this plugin. And I added the jet plane preset and turned it up probably about halfway. Well, not probably, but I turned it up halfway. And we have that. Okay, for the second instrument, it's the same exact instrument, which is as the first one, but I added some halftime on there, and I pitched it up. Same, well, I put it up an octave higher. So that's what that. And that's actually just in the verse. It's not in the hook or anything. That's just in the verse. Just to give it some variety and change up from the first one. So y'all can kind of see the notes. Okay. Right here's the guitar. We're going to solo that. That's the guitar. I threw some pedal board on there with some chorus, two different types of chorus. I put an amp on here, the Creamsicle Clean amp. What else we put on here? We put on some reverb. Added some reverb on there, and of course our channel EQ. I cut the bottom, so you know, quite a bit of the low end, and left everything else. But I feel like I should have EQ'd out some more. Yeah, I like that much better. Take out around like that 250 area. Just a little bit. But we're going to mute that. This is a piano out of Pigments. Emotional piano. That's one of my favorite pianos, to be honest with you. And I just added some delay on there. There's a quarter delay on the left and a half note delay on the right. And then I added two different reverbs, but I also put the reverbs in reverse. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take off all of the plug-in so y'all can see how it sounds by itself. This is how it sounds by itself. But once I add the delay and both of the reverbs, and then I added crush also, which gives it like some distortion. And I added some chroma reverb, which is another reverb, because I wanted it spaced out and kind of spooky sounding, but still clean, if that makes sense. And then I added some RC20 Vinyl 3, and I added some Pancake, the rhythm preset, And of course my EQ just took off some of that low end and a little bit of that mid-high or high-mid, mid-mid, mini-min. And this is what we got. And then we get to just this. It's a string, but what I did was I did go in there and went to A, change the cutoff, turn that down a little bit, and went to B and turn the cutoff down. And that's pretty much all I did to that. I just like the sound, to be honest with you. Took off some of that low end, because we already gonna have our 808s and everything, taking it up. Took off some of that low end and I took off some of that high end. We don't really need the high end because it's not playing anything up there. And the low end, I took some of that off because we already have our kick and our 808 down there doing the work. This is just the sound I got out of Arcade. Which one is it? Lost in Thought. Got that out of Arcade. It's more just a texture filling type thing. You are gonna hear it, but it's just more in the background. I added some S1 imager on here, and we're gonna take off some of this low end too because we just don't need it. It sounds choppy, but it makes sense in the beat. Do it makes sense in the beat. Do it sounds good. That's just a flute. It's another flute that I got out of Arcade. Cut off that low end a whole lot. Cut off. It's really just highs and high mids. So that flute kind of counters with the other flute that I have in here, which I got out of Splice, but I chopped it up and rearranged it, add some effectrics on there, some tonal delay, some reverse, and some crush, and I threw some reverb on there. And that's this sound right here. That's really all that does, to be honest. All of this together. 808 right here, and nothing too major. Nothing too major. Of course, I've got the tuner on here to make sure it's in tune. EQ, take off some of that low or that extreme low, then that high, and then I added duck out, which is like parallel compression with the kick. So when the kick hits, it comes through. When the kick and the 808 hits at the same time, the kick is you're still able to hear that punch from the kick. We did add some rolls in that kick, and a good rule of thumb is if you're going to add rolls in your kick, please change the velocities in some of them so it won't just be, you know, it gives some movement to the beat. It really helps out with dynamics and all of that type of stuff. It's more of like a hit, like Remy hit type sound. And then I added this one, which is more snary, and then I have this snare. See, they all sound good together. Sometimes they sound trash by themselves, but you put enough together and EQ it right and all of that good stuff, it'll sound fire together. And this is a clap. I don't think I did nothing major on there. Just some EQ and reverb. Nothing too major. It's just percussive. Nothing special. Now we have our hi-hats. As you can see with these hi-hats, the velocities, I play with the velocity, play with some rolls and play with some pitches. Yep, and of course we added some effectrics on there and some channel EQ. And this is how it sounds with the drums. I added these little sound effects. I want to let you all hear them by themselves. Just the evil laugh. And then of course, we have the tag. So, that is it. Alright, no, that's it. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm going to let you all hear the beat, but please make sure you all hit that subscribe button. Make sure you all hit the like button. Make sure you all leave a comment and all of that good YouTube type stuff. It really helps the channel grow. I appreciate all of the new subscribers. I really, really do. Thank you all. We're almost tapping 300, so that's good to me, you know. But yeah, so here's the beat, and thank you all for watching. Peace, SHEBANGG, and I am out.